Hi, I'm Barbara with Travel Tips and Info, and today I'm going to show you around Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. We've been to Amber Cove about 6 times on 3 different cruise lines, and there's a lot to do there without ever leaving the grounds, but you can also take a number of excursions to see the island, go out on the water, like we took a snorkeling excursion on a catamaran, which I'll show you at the end of the video. The view of the surrounding mountains and coastline are really beautiful as you come into port, so it's well worth being out on your balcony or somewhere outside. The pier that takes you to the entrance is really long and it's really hot there. So if you have trouble walking long distances in the heat, I'd recommend you take one of these little bicycle rickshaws that they have waiting as you get off the ship. This is a map of Amber Cove, and I'm going to break up the video into several different parts shown by dotted red lines so that you know what part we're going to. First, we're going to head down the pier to the main pool and the swim-up bar. We went on this trip with our kids, so that's my son, and as we were walking down the pier, you could see the waterfront cabanas and the waterfront bar, which we'll show you in a minute. As you get to the end of the pier, you'll go through the duty-free shop, which is really big and has the cheapest rum of anywhere in the Caribbean we've been. When you come out, you'll see these signs pointing in the direction of the places that you want to go, and we went to the right to head to the main pool and the swim-up bar. You can pause the video on the menus to get a better look at the prices, but this is the main restaurant at the pool, so they've got some outdoor seating, some indoor seating, and then the swim-up bar. On this particular morning, we had had a bad rainstorm and there were hardly any people out there. We were one of the first off the ship, so that's the best time to get your seat, to maybe go for a swim, and the bar is open even at 9 a.m. Here you can see the hillside cabanas and then the zip line at the very top right-hand corner there. And my kids did not waste any time getting their cocoa party drinks, which is what they're famous for there. Across from the pool, there are several photo op places, a giant chair, and the little garden area with some hammocks. In addition to the main pool, there's a little wading pool, there's a lazy river, a kiddie area, and if you want to see what it's like after the Carnival Mardi Gras pulled in, here you go. Our second stop is the rental area where you can rent stand-up paddle boards, kayaks, paddle boats, and pool floats. The prices there were as of January 2023 when we were last there, and you can also see the different kinds of cabanas that you can rent. Stop 3 is the cabana bar on the water pictured here. The entrance is just past the rental hut. You can see it on that map there. We really like this bar because the views are spectacular out every window. The drinks are good. There's usually nobody there. I think most people don't even know it exists because the entrance looks like it's the one that just goes to the waterfront cabanas. We even saw a sea turtle swimming right by us as we were sitting in one of those tables right near the railing. I took a walk down the dock that led to the different cabanas just to show you what it was like down there. Our next stop is the Sky Bar, and that entrance is right near where you come out of the duty-free shop. There are a lot of stairs to climb to get up there, so if you have bad knees, you might want to think about it. At the top, you can see the entrance to the zip line with the mountains in the background, and the other side has a beautiful view of the ships and the ocean. The Sky Bar itself is pretty small, but not that many people go up there, and we've never had trouble finding a seat. Here's a picture of the Sky Bar that I took from the ship as we were coming in, and this is the cabana bar where we just were. Our next stop is the nature trail. Well, I say trail, it's only about 30 feet long, but it's got some really cool information about local wildlife and the history of finding amber on the island. Now we're heading into the shopping area, and it's pretty big. They have different zones where you can meet your excursions from the ship, as well as tons of shops. They have a fountain in the middle. Surrounding it are these crazy painted heads on sticks that are actually kind of cool. Good for photo ops. There's another little bar right on the sidewalk in front of the ships, as you can see. And at the very end, there's a large restaurant with waterfront seating and a bar, and they have a larger menu than the other places do. We usually stay in the compound area there when we visit Amber Cove, but this time we decided to take an excursion on a catamaran and go snorkeling. The trip started with a 45-minute bus ride to where we met the catamaran, which we were not prepared for, so just be aware of that. And then once you get there, you have to climb a lot of steps through this little village down to the beach. So again, I always worry about people with bad knees. Be aware of that. So we had to wade out into the water to get on the catamaran, which had steps going in between the hulls, so it was really easy to get on. And the trip was absolutely gorgeous. One of the best snorkeling trips we've had in the Caribbean. There was a lot of wildlife, fish, we saw lobsters, and they were nice enough to take pictures while we were down there, and then you can buy the thumb drive on board. After we were all back in from the water, they served a really nice lunch of sandwiches and fresh fruit and drinks, and then had a really nice sail back to a different beach that we drove back to the ship from, and that was only about a 15-minute ride. We had a little bit of bad weather when we got back, but it is so beautiful to see the storms rolling in off those mountains. We rather enjoyed it.
Let's go!
We really enjoy this port because there's something for everyone here. I hope you liked this tour of Amber Cove. If you did, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. For more information, go to my website, traveltipsandinfo.com. Bon voyage!